Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning to all my students. Okay, now we continue in topic 9. Okay, then the title is a listening skill. Okay, listening skill. Okay, what actually is listening? Okay, listening is the process of receiving, constructing meaning from, and responding to spoken and non-verbal message to hear something with thoughtful attention. So that is the meaning of the listening. Okay, what is it? Receiving, constructing meaning, and responding. Okay, so we continue. Listening is the most important communication skill. Okay, very important. Because why? Because every single information or whatever come to your head, to your brain, is mostly from your ear first. Okay, you listen that, then you process in your cognitive. Okay, we probably spend more time using our listening skill than any other kind of skills. Okay, that means in our life, a lot of our activity mostly use the listening. Okay, so the first and the foremost communication skill that we learn in our life is nothing but listening. Okay, so this is the step. So first is a listening, then after that you have to speaking, reading, and writing. This is the level where is the listening have in your life. So that means listening is number one. After you listen, then after that you will speak, read, and write. Okay, listening or hearing. So this is two terms. Actually, it's same but also different. Okay, listening and hearing are not the same. Okay, hearing is the first stage of listening. Okay, for example, I give the example. Now you go to the lecture hall. Okay, you just sit down, then you just keep quiet and open your ear. Okay, you open your ear, then every single noise you hear, that one is we call is a hearing. Maybe you listen someone just talk about something. Maybe you listen about the someone laughing. Maybe you listen the step of the people. Yeah, a lot of noise in your area. Okay, so we continue. Hearing occurs when our ears pick up sound wave which are then transported to our brain. Okay, that is the hearing. Okay, so what is listening? That one is a hearing. So listening is a process. Listening is a process. You hear something, but more with you listen something and include with your think about it. So for example, you listen this video and you focus and you try to understand. That one is a listening. And at the same time, you listen your mother make some cook in the kitchen. You listen your brother and sister just playing in area of you. So that one is hearing. So listening is what is your focus. Okay, listening also have a process. Okay, because just what I say, listening is the process with what you listen, then after that you think about it and you focus about it. Okay, so in this process it start with receiving. Okay, receiving, you're hearing something, that one you receive in your ear and you process in your mind, and after that you try to understand what you receive. That means you understand, you learning something from that. Okay, after that remembering means it's happen in your cognitive. It's recalling maybe after 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then it's still in your mind. That means it's recalling in your head. And after that, evaluating, you judge. Okay, you judging that what is you remember, and after that you respond. Respond means you answering. So this is the process. It's a circle of the process in listening. Okay, we go to the type of listening. Okay, number one, discriminative listening. Okay, what is the discriminative? Involves identify the difference between various sound, enable one to differentiate between familiar and unfamiliar language. Okay, so that one is the discriminative. That means you can identify which sounds is unfamiliar with you or familiar with you. For example, you listen the song. Okay, maybe you always listen the Chinese song, and suddenly you listen the Bangladesh song. So it's very unfamiliar with you. So you know that one is not what like you always listen it. Okay. So number two, comprehensive listening. Okay, involves attaching meaning to what is being listened to. Okay, it may also include comprehending the non-verbal message being conveyed by the speaker. Okay, so the meaning is directly, okay, so you can understand what I just tell you, then maybe you can adaptation in your life. Yeah, next, evaluating listening. Okay, involve evaluating and analyzing the message being receiving, judge the acceptability of what is said depending on how logical one finds it to be. Okay, that means after you listen something, you not just easily to accept what you listen, but before that you try to evaluate, this is true or not, this is logic or not. Okay, just like that. Okay, then the next one is attentive listening. Okay, involve paying attention to the words that are being spoken. Just like now, what you do, you listen this video, even you don't see my face, but you can imagine what I say, then you try to understand and you take a note and you prepare for the next quiz. That is what we call attentive listening. Next is a pretense listening. Okay, involve more hearing than listening. It means pretending through facial expressions that one is listening when actually not. Okay, this is just always happen in my class for my experience last time. Okay, there is a lot of students just pretending this, just like they're acting that they focus on what I say in front of them, but at the same time they put something in their ear and they listen the song. Actually they not pay attention of me, but they try to cheating me with the face, just focus serious, and suddenly when I ask them or him, they are blur. Okay, blur, just like don't know something happened. Wow, who I am? Just like that. Okay, so as a student, don't pretending like that. Okay, next, the selective listening involves selecting the desired part of the message and ignoring undesired part of the message. Okay, so that means you take what you want, you leave what you don't want. That one is a selective listening. You just listen what you want. Okay, and the last is intuitive listening. Okay, listening through intuitive mind by silencing the other forms of internal dialogues on simultaneously. Okay, so we go to the next slide. barriers to effective listening. Okay, we have 3 barriers. The first one is physical barrier. Okay, next one, psychological barrier, and psychological barrier. Okay, every single barrier I will explain more detail in the next. Okay, so we go to the physical barriers.